Welcome back to Jaiden Doesn't Know How to Map Out Video Lengths. Okay, so here's the story from Japan, getting home from Japan I was gonna talk about in the last video.
That was so long ago. I totally
Please don't make
forgot
fun of
about
me.
that.
It was a long flight. I was very tired. Just kidding, I'm an actual idiot here, there's no excuse. So after another quick flight of 11 sleepless hours, I landed safely and was ready to go home and die. My roommate offered to pick me up, but my house is a good 40 to 50 minutes away from the airport, and I felt bad for making them pick me up so much because a week before I went to Japan, I was in the UK visiting friends for my birthday. Don't give me any birthday wishes, it was in September, it'll be an embarrassment to the both of us. They'd already driven me to and from the airport 3 times in the past 3 weeks, and I didn't want them to use up any more of their time and gas. So I let them know I was just gonna grab an Uber, which worked out because they were invited to go get lunch with a friend and were worried about time overlap. Win-win. They get a nice lunch, I get in a stranger's car. Warning flag number 1. I never used Uber before. I have my own car. I usually don't need to use an app to find a guy with a weird R name to drive me around. 10 minutes of confused button pressing later. Ding! Your Uber will arrive in 5 minutes. Nice.
You can't trust anyone.
Oh man, this is so crazy.
Hello? Yeah, I'm at the gate. Terminal B between area 44 and 45. I don't see you. Are you near Hello? It's canceled. What? If we were on a date and I was waiting at the table and you called me from outside the restaurant.
Why did they cancel?
Hey, you here? Yeah, I'm at the back and the table to the right.
I've never had that experience.
You can't stand me up like that. At least give me some sort of reason. Come on, come back. Rajesh. Anyway, I found out that I needed to be on the upper level of the airport because that's where all the app pickups are. Whoopsie, that's my bad.
Oh.
But he could have told me that when he was on the phone with me in the first place. Rajesh.
Go up the stairs.
Boom. Everyone's problem is solved here. Here's a bunch of money. When you think about it, Uber is kind of like the opposite of a kidnapping.
What?
I got a new Uber that took 15 minutes to arrive, and an hour later I was almost home. Maps can be kind of wonky with my house address, so he started driving past my neighborhood.
Oh no. There it goes.
It was back there. Sorry about that. Oh, that's okay. Which one was it? I live in a little community with a bunch of houses, so I said it was the one on the corner. Could have been more specific, but that's just what came to my mind in the moment. He turned around but stopped at the wrong house and was like, this one?
That's not his house.
Look, I was running on no sleep for the past 20 hours, so my mush of a brain started being spazzy and socially anxious about the whole situation that wasn't even a situation. Almost all my brain cells were dead at this point, except for the one that ate grass in elementary school. Oh, you had to correct him because Google Maps is being weird? I didn't know you were Satan. I felt like I was bothering him a whole lot with all the one corrections I gave him, so in a panic I was like, this is the wrong house.
Don't say yes.
Yep, this is it. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the hassle. Wow, is it great to be home at this house that I live in again. Oh, how I missed it. Because it is mine. I'm paying this guy, and it's his job to take me to my house. So if it accidentally stops at the wrong one, it helps literally no one for me to be like, oh yeah, this is totally it. I've become a lot more socially confident and calm in the past year.
I mean, I don't blame you.
But this
and
is
in
not
hindsight,
a good example
if
of
that's
that
the right word,
improvement at all. I'm
it's
aware
probably
I
best
look like a
this is
wreck
what
right
happens
now.
now.
I got my
Now the
stuff
Uber
from the
driver-
trunk, walked up
if
the
Uber driver's a
driveway.
little bit crazy. They don't know where you actually live.
I bet you $5 he's gonna stay in there, stay in the driveway.
Now
for
I'm
a while.
standing in the
How much
front
you wanna
step
bet?
of this random house, hiding from an Uber driver,
Sometimes
hoping
when
the
this
people who
happens,
actually
the
live
worst
here
case
don't
scenario
realize the
always
random
happens.
girl standing here for literally no reason. Yes,
look down.
this is exactly the spot I wanted to be in right now. Honey, did we adopt a 21-year-old Asian girl? Or is this a very unthreatening house robber? I was stuck there waiting for him to leave, but he was just sitting there!
Oh no.
Hey!
I
Can
knew
you
it.
get off
But
the
I'm saying, you know, he
driveway
might be
I don't
crazy.
own already? What the heck, man? I got houses to rob. He was probably waiting to get connected to a new person to
Yeah.
pick up, but it wouldn't have looked that great if he was also noticing me poke my head out and peer at him every 10 seconds. I couldn't have started walking to my actual house
Poor
because I
Jaiden.
already pretended to walk into my house, and he would have seen me and been like, hey, wait, this isn't your house. What the heck?
don't think
You
she-
lied to me. for literally no reason. And I couldn't have gotten out of the car and started walking to my actual house in the first place because I told him that this was my house. He even double checked, like, you sure this is good? And I was like, yep. I was so loopy and lethargic from being up for the past 20 hours of traveling. I couldn't even tell what was reasonable at this point. Was I actually pulling this off like I thought I was? Were the neighbors just watching me dig myself deeper and deeper into this hole? Could the driver actually see me this entire time? Because that would have been hilarious. Mommy, look! A dirty homeless girl!
Oh
He finally drove off, and I walked over to my actual house across the street. Yes. I've been looking forward to collapsing onto my bed since landing. I can't believe I just did all that. I'm glad the neighbors didn't call the police on me.
Locked out. Ah.
It's locked.
Oh, no.
I don't
lock
have
yourself
any
out.
keys. This wouldn't have been a problem at all because, like I said, I have a roommate. But hey, foreshadowing, were you here this whole time? They were at lunch and weren't coming back for the next 3 hours.
Right.
It takes 3 hours to go to lunch.
You're in.
I'm not a professional when it comes to anything, and that includes breaking into houses. But dang it, if that skill wouldn't have been
legally
pretty
I'm not supposed
darn
to answer
handy
that
to have right there. Is it a crime
I
to
might
break
be
into
good
your
at
own house, Your Honor?
I'm not, yeah,
Yes,
finish that sentence.
no.
I'm gonna finish that
Maybe.
sentence. I'm not,
It's kind of a weird situation for both of us, ain't it? I tried the front door, the back
Get
door,
it,
the
finger.
garage door,
Window.
the secret door. There wasn't any way I was gonna be able to get into this house. Which is how it should be.
Wow.
But I was still mad about it.
Fair enough.
Living in a house that people can't break into. Stupid. I was so drained, I contemplated just laying on the ground of my backyard for 3 hours until
There you
someone
go.
came home. But I decided that would be an inefficient use of time, and also too much of a depressing
really.
scene to look at for anyone walking by. So instead,
Might
I
be
ordered
dead.
another Uber to drive me to where my roommate was, so we could all hang out and then come back to the house together. Almost an hour later, I'm finally there. I tried my best to be social and energetic.
So
We went and
tired.
got lunch and stuff, but I was just in critical survival mode. Some
Eat,
people get all
sleep.
loose when they're tired or giggly or maybe even more social. But for me,
Melt.
my body just reverts to maintaining the baseline functions for me to just be a human. I'll breathe and look around and
Oh,
not
poor-
fall
poor
over,
Jaiden.
but that's basically it.
Problems.
He's drooling.
Is Jaiden okay? They were getting sushi, so I tried to eat some, but coming back from eating sushi in Japan to some random place in California was just another variable of disappointing.
Oh, I bet.
I'm not having a good time right now. We got home, I crashed onto my bed, and proceeded to sleep for 17 hours.
I was just gonna say 3 days.
What?
There's no moral to the story.
Oh!
I just liked it. It makes me laugh because I'm being stupid. But if I were to make one up last minute, make sure you can get into your house without keys because you never know when you're gonna
secret
need to
key.
get in without keys.
Secret key.
That was really bad.
Simple.
Oh well, sorry. I don't know what else you want from me. See you later, but not in my house because you can't get in. Ever since that incident, I've always left my house with my keys, which is honestly what I should have been doing from day one. But you know
I
what?
too always make sure I
Shut
have
up.
keys
Thanks so
on
much
me
for
just
watching the
because
video. As of
even
right
if
now,
people
Winter
are at
London
home,
is coming
like
up,
your
and I'm really
parents
excited
or
to go and see my
roommate or
friends and
whatever,
something.
they can
I
go
feel
out
super
just like what
freaking
happened
lucky
there,
to be
and then
able
you're
to
stuck.
travel
So it's
around
always
and do
best
this
to,
kind of stuff.
you know, be
Younger Jade
self-sufficient.
didn't have any
Anyway, I
plans
hope
for
you
the
guys like
future.
this video.
This is
I really like
definitely
this a
beyond
lot.
anything
And yeah,
I
I've had
could've
to
tried
break
to
into my own house a whole
Also,
bunch of
Ari's in
times.
sound booth right now.
Now, that's a lot harder because of the changes that have happened over the years. But when I was doing it, I'm surprised that I never got the cops called on me. Because I
So
legit...
happy she is
I was
video.
driving in through a
appreciate
freaking
you.
window
Talk to you later.
where my neighbor...
And if you stay the night, yeah, if I do alright, I might be coming back for more. And if you're coming back, we must be on the right track, and I'll be stepping up for sure. If it's alright with you, I'll book a table for two at this fancy restaurant. And if you still want me, I'll make sure to be the best you ever had.